So, I wish I read this book sooner. And the book in question is called Algorithms to Live By: The Computer Science Behind Human Decisions by Brian Christian and Tom Griffiths. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Tajiri. I've been programming for about 4 years now, and I've done everything from web development to software engineering, and I'm currently a first year university student studying, obviously, a major in computer science. Now, I wish I'd read this book earlier because it would have made computer science much more intuitive and much easier for me in the beginning. This book goes over many topics in computer science, many complex topics such as randomness, sorting, searching, memory caching, game theory. And all of these topics are very hard to understand if you were to just go into them and attack them alone. But this book gives you some really good contextualization of these topics. And how it does that is by introducing a sort of dilemma and then kind of comparing it to the topic in question. So, for example, in the book talks about sorting algorithms, right? So the book relates sorting algorithms to sorting books in a library, and it talks about how there are inefficient algorithms for sorting and efficient algorithms for sorting, and how there also relates to inefficient ways of sorting and efficient ways of sorting books in an actual library. And this kind of comparison and contextualization allows you to kind of understand these algorithms much more in a more intuitive sense because it teaches you what things are in the real world. And at the end of the day, that's what you want to learn how to do. In fact, this book does such a good job of teaching that you don't even need pre-existing experience in computer science to do this, to read this book. You can read it and understand everything and be pretty much from a noob to a complete like intermediate in computer theory and just by reading this book. And this book is also about algorithms. And algorithms, we know, as the more you read this book, the more you realize that we use algorithms in our everyday life. So you don't even have to be a computer science major or a computer science enthusiast to read this book. Literally anybody can pick this book up and they can understand and they can sympathize with the author and the message that he has to bring. So overall, this book was pretty amazing. And a little fun anecdote, but I actually read this book my senior year in high school as I was about to graduate. And as I was reading this book, I left it on the table to go get my lunch, and I came back, and the book was actually gone. So someone went ahead and just took my book, and I was like, wow. So someone actually went out of their way to take a book about computer science, which is pretty rare. That was just a little crazy thing that happened. But yes, as I was saying, I definitely highly recommend this book if you are starting out computer science because it will save you so much stress in the long run. Like this book teaches so much. If you don't know algorithms, this book has that. If you don't know about data and how to search it, how to sort it, this book has that. If you just want a laid back book to read about computer science for some reason, this book also has that. So highly recommend it. I'll leave the book in the description if you want to read it, and thank you guys for